Today I'm going to try to make some sweet potato gnocchi. First thing we're going to do is to put 2 sweet potatoes into the oven, bake them for an hour until they soften up. My potatoes are out of the oven after an hour. I've got to cut them in half and mash the inside. So I have the ingredients for my dough and my sauce for my sweet potato gnocchi. Up at top there's the sweet potatoes, flour, egg, ricotta cheese, and Parmesan cheese, and then on the bottom is oil and butter, garlic, and sage. So I'm going to start creating a dough, and then we'll cook the gnocchi once the dough is formed and I've formed the gnocchi too. So it's a little more difficult getting this dough to come together. The next step is to roll it out into pieces to create the actual gnocchi. My dough's cut into 6 pieces, and now it's time to roll each one of these out, and then I'll use that to cut into gnocchi. So here's a pre-cut gnocchi rope. I'm having a lot of difficulty keeping this dough together. New recipe, new experience. And then they are cut into individual gnocchi. So I learned that the secret to this is patience. The last one I did rolled out just about as perfect as I could want. And now I'm going to cut it, and I'll show you what they turned out like. Here are my formed gnocchi. The tray on the right are the later ones that I made, where I felt like I was really starting to get to technique. So the ones on the left are a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger, but hopefully they'll still boil up like they're supposed to. So the next step is to boil them, and then once they're cooked, I may end up freezing some of them, just simply because there's quite a few here. But we'll get them in water and see how they turn out. Water's boiling, and it's time to put the gnocchi in the water. And they should boil for about 4 to 6 minutes. I'm hoping, like pierogi, that they'll float when they're ready. We'll see what happens. To my surprise and delight, gnocchi do float when they're done. So the gnocchi are fully cooked. They stayed together. Funny enough, they taste like sweet potato pasta. And now it's time to make the brown butter sauce. The next step is to saute them in a skillet in the olive oil that I put aside earlier for about 2 to 3 minutes per side. Now we're going to create the brown butter sauce. We're going to add a tablespoon of butter slowly until it foams like this. And on to the next one. The garlic and sage has been put in, and we're getting that brown butter sauce that we're hoping for. The last step will be to add the gnocchi. I've never really cooked with sage before. I can't tell you how fragrant this is. It really smells incredible. Can't wait to give it a try. And as usual, last step is to enjoy it. Little fresh grated Parmesan cheese on there, and some fresh sage with a little homebrewed iced tea. Thanks for watching.